Hello everyone, JammyJet here, and to celebrate Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire coming out last month, and to celebrate Christmas as well, I thought I'd do something a little bit different on my channel, and talk about different builds for the new Megas that were announced. I'll do one per episode, there'll only be a few minutes each, and I'll try and upload some or a few every week, over the couple of weeks that Christmas falls on. So first of all, I want to talk about Mega Sharpedo, because he's overused in terms of the competitive, the meta game. He's just everywhere. You can't face someone on OU or Uber without coming across one of these. It's quite rare. Most people just use him, and I'm going to be showing you the best way to use him for your gain. People just run normal Sharpedo with speed boost and then they Mega Evolve. This is so that they can get the Protect off first turn. It's incredibly easy to predict, which is the only downside of it. So people usually swap out to get a free turn or do some sort of stat raising move for themselves, knowing that you're going to Protect and then Mega Evolve to get the speed boost. The speed boost is really crucial for getting a really good all-out sweeper. His Mega ability, of course, being Strong Jaw, means that Crunch is devastating. You can pretty much kill anything with a Crunch. A Stab Crunch with Strong Jaw is just max attack on this thing, and you can sweep so easily with that move. I've got Waterfall just for the stab as well. If something comes in like something's just going to really resist the hell out of a Crunch. If you've got, let's say a Rock type comes on the field, you wanna hit them with a nice Waterfall. Rock and Ground type, it's a Golems on the field or something like that. You need to hit them with a Water move. For the stab, you get the Waterfall. I mean, you're gonna have the speed to outspeed them with the speed boost anyway. So, play it as you will. But then the last move's kind of up to you. Lots of people run this differently. Most people do use Ice Fang. Personally, I wouldn't use Ice Fang because it's slightly stronger, but it's not very good for type coverage. It doesn't counter any of Sharpedo's weaknesses. Super Fang I could see being quite useful. It's got pretty decent accuracy. I mean, it's only 90 compared to 95 and 100, but it does exactly half. So if you're afraid you're not going to kill it, or you're afraid that they might swap, Super Fang's a great move to go for, knowing that you're going to always do half of their health if they've only just sent their Pokemon in. But the move I would specifically go for, just because it counters two of Sharpedo's weaknesses, it counters his Fairy and his Grass weakness, his Poison Fang. And most people don't know, it actually has a 50% chance to badly poison the target. So that's not just poison, that is like toxic poison. So it's going to do increasing damage over the turns. If you've trapped them in the field, or people actually run Destiny Bond. So instead of Protect, you could actually run Destiny Bond on this thing. So you poison them, and then you Destiny Bond. So it's interesting. It's interesting strategy. If you're close to dying, people do run Ancient Power and Brine and things like that. Personally, I wouldn't run Brine on him just because he's not really a special attacker. But you do get the double damage, obviously, like that. But this is probably the set I would use. Let's talk about the stats. Just move the screen down. You can sort of see that I've tried to keep the attack maxed out, because this is going to be your saving grace. You are going to sweep. Speed really isn't very important. People think that, you need to max out the speed on this. You don't. You really don't. He's got 226 base speed. With a Protect and a speed boost, you're going to be at 2 times speed, or 1.5 times speed. You're going to be easily outspeeding 9 times out of 10 Pokemon that are on the field. So personally, I think he's wasted EVs and IVs, or wasted EVs rather, if you just max out speed. I would try to bulk yourself up with roughly, like I've done, roughly 120 out on each. Try and mix it. Depends what type of setup you're going for. If you're going against a team that is all a physical, just max out. You can alternate between them if you think you're going to be hit by more physical moves, etc. It's your call, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But in terms of nature, Adamant Nature is probably where I'd go. This is what I'd suggest, because you don't need the special attack, you don't need that, and having the attack boost is going to be really useful in terms of Strong Jaw Crunch, Stab Crunch, and then Adamant to boost that, as well as maxed out IVs and EVs in attack. So you're going to be sweeping in no time. That is all I can really say. People do sometimes run Rough Skin. If they know they're going to be hit by a physical move, then they can really tank themselves up. Be a physically defensive Rough Skin. Personally, I wouldn't advise that. This is sort of the typical sweep, except you'd have probably Ice Fang instead of Poison Fang. But I really would recommend Poison Fang quite highly over Ice Fang, just because it counters a lot of Pokemon that would seriously be able to damage the thing. If you can hit them first with Poison Fang, which is then boosted by Strong Jaw, you're going to really do some damage. And even if you don't do a lot of damage, 50% chance you're going to Toxic them. So, I mean, that's a win-win, really. You've only got to use it twice, and you're pretty much almost guaranteed to do some sort of status. Anyway, that is my video on how to use Mega Sharpedo. If you like this video and you want to see more, suggest a Mega that I can talk about next, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Boop.